Michelle. Hi, Lily. Hi. She's like, nope.
Okay.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
All right. Well, as Michelle is walking downstairs, I just want everyone to know that this is one of my best friends from childhood, and she currently lives in Rhode Island, but was born and raised in sunny Southern California. And she's gonna tell us today a little bit about her firstborn daughter, Lily Marie Steiner, and all about her journey thus far. So whenever you're ready, Michelle, kind of give us like a brief overview about our beautiful Lily.
Oh, she is beautiful. Well, so Lily was born, and when she was born, a lot of parents will feel the same way looking back. She was overly easy her first few months. She was born on her due date. There was no complications. And then after the first couple of months, we started noticing things. So at the very beginning, she was really easy, slept a lot, ate fine, everything was good. And then when the developmental milestones start happening, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, she was pretty much behind from the very beginning. So I would say that Lily had regressive autism. I would say she was born with autism. She never had language and then lost it. She was just always Lily. And around a year, we started thinking that maybe we should kind of look into some things. So we started with a hearing test, which I knew would come back fine because I would put on her favorite show, Dora, and she'd run from the other room when it came on. But that was just something to check off. And then her pediatrician, around 16 months, I said, you know, all the questionnaires I was having to check no, and I kept putting not yet. And she was a little more on the cautious side, but I was a teacher. My husband works with special needs, so we thought let's just be aggressive about it, get her screened.
Mm-hmm.
So Lily was actually diagnosed with autism a little before 18 months. So she was very young to get diagnosed. We started service right away. So she's had ABA, PT, OT, speech, and she's just the hardest little worker, but the early intervention has made a world of difference. And April knows, who has seen her since she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's a little chatterbox, and she's doing very well.
Good, excellent. Alrighty, and so Lily's services began nice and early, which obviously is a big help. But can you just describe a little bit why you moved to Rhode Island and what the services are like there and how it is different from California?
In California, it was very difficult to find information, and you're competing against so many families for the services available. There were no grants. If you have a normal income, you don't qualify for anything. When I started researching Rhode Island, there are so many grants available for families regardless of family income. There are so many organizations that are tied to the Children's Hospital that will pay for adaptive car seats, OT equipment. Lily's therapeutic horseback riding was completely covered. She gets Medicaid in Rhode Island, so her co-pays are covered for almost everything. Excellent. And they go out of their way in our state to give you this information. And in her public school system, she is pretty much spoiled rotten. She has a one-on-one aide, she gets PT, she gets OT, she gets speech. Everything within her IEP, all of our plans are flexible. I bring her ABA team to my IEP meetings, so she just has a huge team, and we're constantly talking and working on things. And I can't imagine being in any other state. It's a small state. You feel like everyone knows each other. I have a dentist that works with special needs. Her pediatrician knows about special needs. Everyone that works with her knows her very well and is very educated about autism. She also has epilepsy She also suffers severe migraines, and she also has a new pica diagnosis, which is another eating disorder. And everyone works very well together on her team. And
Excellent.
I just can't imagine parenting her in California. We just couldn't picture how that would be successful for her.
Right, and so it's great that you're getting all these services, and it's not like you have to fight for them. They're very positive and open-minded and not fighting you at all about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So your CSE meetings or any sort of special ed meetings, they pretty much go smoothly because everybody is very proactive.
Right. Well, I feel like, and as a parent, I have the background of being a teacher, so my husband and I both come into IEP meetings with respect for everyone on the team. So even though we might not all agree, Lily, her needs are always at the top priority of everybody, and as long as everyone's respectful, we always have positive outcomes at the meetings.
Okay, and like you said, Lily was diagnosed with epilepsy, so I know that you and Greg, your husband, were looking into getting her a guide dog for at home and in school. And how did the school in Rhode Island kind of take the news of possibly having a dog because in the school, because Lily is still very young, and at the time when you know, she was even younger.
There's a lot of controversy about service dogs. If we are focusing on her autism or her sensory processing disorder, it's a very gray area, especially if a child like Lily's younger, because technically, legally, they need to have a handler with them, and usually the family would have to hire that handler. But with Lily's epilepsy diagnosis, it becomes a medical necessity, and so that's why we were looking for a company that would provide us a dog where Lily would be able to have the service dog without a paid handler, and her one-on-one aid just giving minimal direction to the dog. It didn't work out. The dog was in no way or form ready to be a part of Lily's life in any way, even just with regular outings.
Right.
But there is strong research that these dogs can provide wonders. They can calm the children down. They can notify them if they're having a seizure. They can set the child down, lay them in a sideways position so their breathing isn't constricted.
Wow.
And a lot of anecdotal stories from parents will say that their children have less seizures, and I'm sure part of it is because they're calmer.
Right. That's great. That is so great. And so you would say overall that your relationship obviously with everybody in the school is very great, very good. And how is Lily doing in school this year?
Well, this year is unique because we decided after a long debate to have her do a second year of kindergarten. Academically, she's stronger, but socially, like many children with autism, she obviously has some struggles. Now we're at a point, though, halfway through the year where she's definitely needed to be challenged more. And she's actually spending more time in the special ed room and just being in the general ed room for the morning circle, where she's getting the singing and the socializing with her friends. And then she go in her special ed room to do her serious work, do her math with her special ed buddies and get her reading done. So it's flexible. What works at the beginning of the year might need to be changed halfway through the year. It's just something that has to be continuously tweaked. The director of special ed in our district had given me some really good advice that inclusion is wonderful for a lot of aspects.
Right.
But as a child like Lily gets older and academics are more strenuous, that lots of times they need to spend more time in that special ed room because it's quiet, because sensory needs can be addressed more easily, and they can really focus on getting their work done.
Excellent. Alrighty. And what are your goals for Lily? What do you want for the future as far as, you know, her personally, educationally, anything that you're looking forward to?
More than anything, I just want her to be healthy and happy. Her special needs are one thing, her health needs are a completely different thing. So health needs are always top priority. In terms of Lily education for the future, I just want her to be able to have skills that will help her be successful and contribute to the community in any way, whether it's selling fruit on our farm, on our acreage that we have here, whether it's being able to take a city bus in to go work at Marshall's, whether it's in a mailroom, whatever it is. I just want her to be able to have those basic skills to be successful and be able to contribute if she wants.
Excellent. Alrighty. Well, I look forward to seeing what the future holds for beautiful Lily, and thank you so much for talking to us about Lily today.
You're so welcome.
Bye.
Bye.